Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day. So I shaved Alba. Now she's freaking out. We don't even know why. She never sits like this. Alba? Alba?
No, Mummy.
Alba? Alba? Mummy loves you. Hi. Are you okay? Why are you freaking out, baby girl? Huh? Why are you freaking out? Are you okay? No. Yeah, we noticed I noticed 2 days ago, and Soph noticed yesterday that when we were putting our hands, like, through her fur, it was starting to get quite long again. So, we decided it was time to shave her again. And I sat there, oh, hi, Bottle. I sat there on the floor, and she sat with me good as gold. I didn't even have to hold her either. There was one stage that she did run, but I think she thought that I had finished, and it was quite a challenge to get her back.
Wasn't it? I thought it was because you went over a lump.
Oh yeah. If you haven't noticed, Alba has a patch on her back, which is just skin. She's got a lump there. She's had it since way before lockdown, and we couldn't quite tell if it was getting bigger. And the only way that we knew to be able to keep an eye on it was to shave it right back, and I took a picture with a ruler next to it. So, obviously, like in a few weeks' time, we'll retake the picture, and we'll be able to see then if it is growing.
Hopefully not.
It's really weird though, because it's not attached to anything. It moves around quite freely. So, we're thinking it might be a cyst, but... And, like, it's not like when you do squeeze it, it's not rock solid. There is some, like, play with it. But she's also got one on her hand here, like, just below... Well, it's just below her main pad, but just above the pad that sticks out. She's got one there as well. So we've shaved that one down as well.
She has got another little one on
It's
her
quite
back
hard
on
to
the
find.
Side, but yeah, that one's really small, and like Charlie said, it's very hard to find that one.
Yeah. And unless we were to skin her completely.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and that the way that one's really hard to find is how the one down her spine started off as. So.
Yeah. I mean, when we last spoke to the vets, it was when they was having their vaccines actually in February, and she had that cough, and obviously we were in and out of the vets quite a bit because we were concerned about the cough. She got some antibugs, and if that didn't work, she was going to need to have x-rays and biopsies done, but thankfully that did help. But we said to the vets then about the lump. She did give it a feel, but she said because it was so small not to worry about it, and that it is probably a cyst, and it has obviously got a little bit bigger. We're not, like, mega concerned. It's not life or death, and the only time it does bother her is when it's touched, which, if you don't know, if you've never had one, if you touch a cyst, it really hurts. So yeah, we'll just got to keep an eye on it with measuring it and hope it doesn't get much bigger.
Yeah.
But if it is cysts, we don't know why they are suddenly starting to pop up everywhere.
Going through very random places.
Yeah, it's not even like they're in similar areas.
And she doesn't have, like, ingrown hairs or anything like that either.
No, because it was happening before we started shaving her. So yeah, she is all shaved again. Actually got quite a fair amount off her. I was quite surprised. So we put that in the little baggie to give to the birds. Yay. I did start tidying the room around yesterday, and there were so many dog toys that they've not even touched. So we put them in front of our front door and like put a post in the estate and wrote a sign so that they were free, so that other little doggies on the estate could have some new toys. And it was really cute because quite a few of them have gone, and it just makes us happy because it's like our dogs are sharing.
Yeah. And then it started raining, and now the sign is no more.
No. So we're going to be doing it all again when the sun is, shining again.
Yes, in a few days.
Yes. I had a text from the court-approved medical team for the accident last September, because we've had to book and cancel over and over because of COVID. And obviously there was that incident where we rocked up at the building and it wasn't wheelchair friendly. So that was really, really frustrating. So they text this morning saying that I can either wait to have a face-to-face or I can have it via video call. So we're going to be having it via video call, because then at least then that's the first bit's done, and then if they need to see me in person, at least then we can book that kind of in a few months. But we wouldn't have to then wait to do the initial appointment months in advance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking having a video call with somebody, but
You're okay. I had a video call with a doctor.
Yeah, I know, but this is to go to court.
I know.
So we need to make sure that we
don't forget anything.
Yeah, that's the main worry.
We just have to write everything down.
Yeah, because obviously if I was to go see somebody and they wanted to do an examination or whatever, it might trigger some pain or the numbness that I get or something like that. Whereas if there's nobody potentially triggering that, I just need to remember. But we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But we were going to be finishing off Gizmo's home.
Till it rained.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be raining for the next couple of days. It isn't that, very nice at all. We're just so close. We managed to get a whole panel. Someone was getting rid of their shed. And it was the feather board. So I quickly asked them, I was like, can we have some? And they literally bought it all intact. So all we've got to do is measure the apex bit of what bit needs to come off. And then we can just screw it in. I don't have to stick all the feather board together. So that makes it a lot easier. And then obviously once that's done, it's literally, I need to finish off shaving off the wood on the stable door bit that we've made, and then I need to hinge the fox mesh protector on the inside.
It's okay. It's alright.
Boop.
It's just rain.
She doesn't like the rain, and it's we are so close, and yet so far. It's not very nice. But anyway, I'm going to get on, and I'm hopefully going to be finishing my stepdad's Father's Day gift. So far it's looking... Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm sorry, little Miss V-shaped face.
Okay.
Good girl. I'm okay. I'm going to run away now.
Dixie's found some of the new toys that I...
You bringing him up? Had to rescue Batman.
Yeah. Because we're moving... I made them a zoo when we first moved in, which they've absolutely loved, but we're going to be making it a bit more sturdy again because they've used and loved it so much that it's a bit wonky now. Yeah, and then we're going to be putting it upstairs into the Harry Potter room, And it's going to go from a zoo to the prison of Azkaban.
So excited.
And we've actually bought the girls a new tent. And this tent's got like a play area attached to it, so all of their toys are going to go in there, which
It's
is
not small either.
no, which is why I was going through their toys and getting rid of ones they don't like or haven't used, and they've obviously then found the ones that they did love but was at the bottom of the toy box. So she's literally going through them all now. Bless her. I bought Sophie the other day a frying pan. Where have you put it? Ah,
It's drying on the drain.
it is so beautiful.
It's really cool.
If I remember, I'll put a picture in here for you guys to see, and I'll put a link in the description. It's got such amazing reviews. It looks beautiful.
The handle's like super soft as well.
Yeah.
Like in a good way.
Yeah, and it's got like this built-in pour thing as well. It's like #adulting. The things you get excited about when you become an adult.
And the best part, it came in a fancy bag with a cleaning sponge.
I mean, we don't even know what we're going to use the bag for, but the fact it came in a bag, it just feels posh.
Yeah.
Very posh. So yeah, I'm going to get on and finish my stepdad's Father's Day present.
Yay!
So we thought we would just watch some of the live broadcast of what's happening with the epidemic, or saying epidemic, it's because you just kept saying it then. The pandemic, you would think they would know this by now. Like the new restrictions and the bits that are easing. And Boris made us chuckle because he's saying that people can mix and whatever else, but not those who are shielding, like Soph and I, and that people that are isolated can create a bubble, which is basically what they're saying. What they're saying is, if you are a single parent or if you live on your own, you can make it so that you can, with one other household, meet up and not have any restrictions, so you can hug and whatever else. But whichever household you choose to do that with, you are not allowed to then choose to then change your bubble, if that makes sense. And then he turned around and said, for those that are shielding, this is still in the position where we cannot allow you to do it. And he turned and said that he knows how hard it is and how isolating and whatever else it is, like it can be for us. And Sophie and I are like, no you don't. You have absolutely no clue whatsoever what it's like to be shielding right now. What it's like to not be able to see your family or have friends over or even to leave your goddamn house. We've been stuck in this house now for 85 days. And yes, huh?
I was also going to say, also what it's like to be shielding when other people are now starting to go back to work.
Yeah.
And now it's affecting
Like them adamant that they will be coming around to do our, like, gas check. They don't realise... Alba, no thank you, baby girl. We're talking to the people. Like, they're adamant they're coming out, and despite us saying we're shielding, they're just like, yeah, but we're not. We're now doing our jobs again. And it's just like, screw you, Boris Johnson. You have no clue whatsoever what it's like to be sick on a regular basis. You have no clue what it's like to fight for your life every single day. Wow, you had COVID. You was ill for about 2 weeks. Now try having that every day of your life for at least the last 10 years. And then tell us what it, like, how you know what it feels like to not be able to see your friends and family, to not be able to take your dogs out for long walks, for not being able to go for coffee dates and shit like that. He's grand. He's living the life of Riley, meeting people every bloody day. And I know he was in intensive care, but there's rumours for how much he actually needed intensive care. Did they just move him there as a precaution because he's the Prime Minister? Because at that point that he was there, they had hardly any beds for people needing like ventilation. And considering he wasn't ventilated, he didn't have the non-invasive ventilation or CPAP or anything. He was just on 4 litres of oxygen. Well, hello Boris, that's what I'm on every day. So, yes, you had COVID, but that doesn't give you the right to basically turn around and say, you know how we feel. You know what it's like to be isolated and to be sick every day of your life, because you don't. So, next time you do a briefing and you start trying to be sympathetic and empathetic to those like Soph and I, just don't even bother, because it's actually really insulting. And he gets to see his family every day. Soph and I don't. We normally see family members at least a couple of times a month, friends, whatever, and we haven't, and we won't be for ages. So, yeah. If you're in a situation like Boris, please don't say you know how it feels. Dixie, do you want the collar? Because you literally have no clue at all.